Hello everyone, good evening and welcome back to BYJU'S Exam Prep. My name is Alpa Sharma and I hope everyone is having a very good day today. I hope you're keeping really well. I hope you're pepped up for the session that we're going to have today, 100 most expected SLAT questions. If you are targeting SLAT or for that matter of fact, any other law entrance exam, you have to attend this session because I'm going to be picking up a set of LR questions, basically critical reasoning if I may call them, because LR का independent section आता है in SLAT और critical reasoning भी उसी के अंदर आता है AR और LR दोनों में. So we're going to be picking up some critical reasoning questions, and the topic today is something that a lot of people get confused with a lot. So I will tell you what the topic is, but if you're targeting SLAT or if you're targeting any other law entrance exam, you have to attend the session to the T. Hi Sanjay, good evening. I hope you can hear and see me clearly. So let's see what the agenda of the session is going to be. What are we going to be taking up today? The series aims at making you solve 100 most expected SLAT questions. But the topic that I'm going to be taking today is equally important for other law entrance exams like MHCT and JMI LLB. The topic I'll be taking up today is going to be strong and weak arguments. Now, this is different than strengthening and weakening kind questions. In strengthening and weakening kind questions, you get a paragraph and you have to identify which argument strengthens the passage or which argument weakens the passage. But that's not what we're going to be doing today. We'll be picking up strong and weak arguments. So what happens here, you'll be given a statement, usually a question, okay, and there are going to be two arguments given. Both can be in favor of it, both can be in opposition to it. One favor, one opposition can also happen. You have to identify if the given argument independently is a strong one or a weak one. So we will apply some concept, some logic. We'll understand what the concept is. How do we go ahead with it and see independently these arguments if they're strong or weak. Okay, so let's begin with our session. But before that, a quick reminder, if you still haven't enrolled yourself for any of our programs, we have a 3-day free trial going on our app. Jaldi se अपने phone number से register करो app में, and you can access everything for free for the next 3 days as a student of our batch can. All the mock tests, all the classes, all the recorded videos, all the sectional tests, everything can be accessed for free. Do that right now. The link is there under my video. Plus, if you have any questions about your career, about your plan, about our courses, about SLAT, about other law entrance exams, any questions, we have an expert team of counselors who can help you with that. And they're providing you with a free one-to-one counseling session. The link is there under my video. Click on the link one-to-one counseling session. It's also there in the chat box. So click on that link and fill out your basic details. One member from my team will give you a call and your parents can also attend this counseling session for free. Make the most of it before this offer ends. Now let's understand how do we approach such question. This is a typical question that can come up. Okay, now I have a question from Sanjay. How much cutoff this year expected 45 plus? Sanjay, the cutoff for SLAT should remain almost constant. Plus 2 marks, minus 2 marks, not more than that. Because one, the total marks is pretty less as compared to other law entrance exams. And there's not a lot of variations that they give. So because paper pattern is pretty constant, the cutoff should not go a lot up or a lot down. It should remain constant. Now let's look at this question and let's apply our logic. तो करना क्या होता है ऐसे क्वेश्चन में? आपके पास एक टिपिकल सैंपल स्ट्रॉन्ग एंड वीक आर्गुमेंट का क्वेश्चन है और एक डिबेटेबल टॉपिक है. Should a total ban be put on trapping wild animals? Okay, option A, option B, 2 arguments are given to you. Now, how should you approach such a question? How should you identify which argument is strong, which argument is weak? What I recommend is that you should consider yourself as a judge. Now, you are a judge in a court, and this is a case given to you that a total ban should be put on trapping wild animals or not. There are 2 lawyers, A and B. One is saying, yes, there should be a total ban, and 2 says, no, there should not be a total ban. You as a judge have to analyze if lawyer A's argument is strong enough to be considered or weak enough to be discarded. If the judge will pay heed to this argument, he will say this is strong. If a judge will discard it, it will be a weak argument. What makes an argument weak? Before I explain this, let's solve this question first. Yes, Sanjay, I got to know that. Solve this question. According to you, which one of these is weak or which one of these is strong? The answer could be both are strong. The answer could be A is strong only. The answer could be only B is strong. Or the answer could be neither of them are strong. What do you think should the correct answer here be? And then I'll explain the logic. What's your answer? Second is strong. Okay. So let me explain the question to you. As a judge, you will pay heed to arguments that are either self-explanatory or they are backed up with strong reasoning. If any argument is not backed up with strong reasoning, the judge will discard it. Judge बोलेगा reason तो दो क्यों? Tell me why. What is the reason? Just stating हाँ ऐसा करना चाहिए. क्यों करना चाहिए? Weak argument. Okay. Two, if there are statements that look more like opinions, will the judge pay heed to the lawyer's opinion? No, he wouldn't be concerned about what the lawyer thinks. He's concerned about laws. He's concerned about betterment of the society. The judge is concerned about the goodness of everyone. The judge is concerned about backing arguments up with logic. Agreed? Now, question is, should a total ban be put on trapping wild animals? Total ban. That means any kind of wild animals cannot be trapped, confined, put in cages, or bounded. A says, yes, there should be a complete ban because trappers are making a lot of money. So, what is the harm in it? क्या नुकसान है? जब तक आप नुकसान नहीं समझाओगे, जज बोलेगा ठीक है पैसे बना रहे हैं, प्रॉब्लम क्या है उससे? Explain the problem. Your argument is weak. We need backing up of logic. So if they're making a lot of illegal money is mentioned, I might consider it because anything illegal is a judge's concern. But if they're making a lot of money, then what is the problem there? Weak argument. This one becomes weak. Let's look at the second one. Bans on hunting and trapping are not effective. पता है ये कैसा है statement? Ma'am, should I sit for CLAT? Ma'am says, हाँ वैसे भी तुम्हारे मॉक में scores नहीं आ रहे, वैसे भी तुम्हारी पढ़ाई ineffective है. What kind of logic is that? Sanjay, if the bans are ineffective, you make the bans more effective instead of putting a complete ban. If I put a complete ban, yet my complete ban may be equally ineffective. क्योंकि hunting और trapping वाले तो effective नहीं हैं, तो total ban से वो कैसे effective हो जाएंगे? No. So none follows. Agreed? It's like saying, should I go to the gym to lose weight? The trainer will say, no, your diet in itself is ineffective. What is the point of going to the gym? I would make my diet more effective and then go to the gym to lose more weight instead of banning going to the gym altogether. So if this is not effective, make this effective instead of putting a total ban on it. The answer is neither is strong. Understood? Hi, good evening, Adriel. Give these questions to try. They're very, very interesting and they're very tricky as well. Okay. Good evening, Shivansh. So everyone who's watching my live, stick with me till the end. It's a very important topic and very tricky. People get a lot of confusion here. I hope you got some clarity on how to approach these questions. Let's solve one more question and apply the same technique we used. Okay. Now, the argument here is that the question here is that should school education be made free in India? Now that's a debatable topic in the court, imagine, and you are the judge. Lawyer A says this, lawyer B says this. Analyze if you as a judge should pay heed to both the arguments or any one or neither of it. Which of these arguments is strong? It could be both, it could be neither, it could be either. Good luck. Achha, before you answer, let me tell you something. Whatever is written in the argument is considered true. So, if this is true, is that a strong enough reason for me to consider it? Is what you have to judge. Now answer. Either means both. Adriel, that's what you're saying? First is weak. Sanjay, what did I teach you? The given argument should be considered true. If it is true. If this is the only way to improve literacy, will I consider that? To approach such questions, you should keep one thing in your mind. If any argument a lawyer gives to the judge, which causes the benefit of masses, which is desirable, write the point. Any argument that is desirable by masses, like reduction of diseases, increment of income, betterment of country, betterment of education, betterment of literacy, आप मैं everyone would say yes, होना चाहिए मैम. तो जो भी चीज desirable by masses होती है ना, वो ऑटोमेटिकली जज की कंसिडरेशन में आती है. दे आर कंसिडर्ड स्ट्रॉन्ग बिकॉज इट इज समथिंग दैट विल बेनिफिट a lot of people in the society. So should school education be made free in India? If making school education free in India is the only way of improving literacy, should we make it free? If it is the only way, I have to do it because level of literacy increasing is desirable by masses. So first is going to be strong. Agreed? Now the second one. It would add to the already heavy burden on the exchequer. Exchequer is, in this scenario, it's more like the government who is going to fund the free education in the school. Okay? Our fundings that we have in the center that's going to help free education across the country. Now, if my exchequer is already burdened and this is going to put more burden to it, is it desirable? It is not. That means the judge will pay heed to this argument. He says, no, 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 sir, you can't do it. Free education नहीं possible है because already हमारे पास पैसा बहुत कम है और पैसा हम नहीं लगा सकते हैं. Our exchequer is already burdened. This will increase their burden. The judge will listen to you. The judge will say, yes, probably entire school education not made free. 1st to 5th grade can be made free. That will not burden the exchequer a lot. So school education completely free. If he says no, because our exchequer is burdened, the judge will pay heed to you. That means both the arguments are strong. Are you convinced? Everyone? Are you convinced? Yes? If you aren't, you need to give me a counter argument. Only then you'll improve. Okay? Very good. ठीक है Priya? Got it? Now before I proceed, please hit the like button. मेरा गुरु दक्षिणा जल्दी जल्दी से repay कर दो मुझे. Thank you if you've done that already. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do that right away. Okay? चलो, let's move on. Next question देखते हैं. Should government jobs in rural areas have more incentives? Read the arguments carefully, understand them, what they are saying, and then come up with your answer. Good luck. Answers. One follows. Okay. Priya, Adriel, your answers. Two follows. Nay, Adriel, wrong technique. Never compare both the arguments. You have to look at them independently. You don't have to identify which is more strong than the other. When you are identifying, looking at one argument, look at it independently and see if the judge will pay heed to you or not. You don't have to identify the verdict कि क्या होगा, government jobs incentive लेगा या नहीं लेगा. You have to independently look at them. Okay, so never compare each other. Look at one argument independently and see if it is strongly put or weakly put. Let's understand the question. Should government jobs in rural areas have more incentives? For example, free medical care in rural areas, free housing in rural areas, free rationing in rural areas. Should government servants be given that if they are posted in a rural area? Okay. First lawyer says, yes, sir, you should give them incentives in rural areas because it is essential for attracting government servants there. If you take a survey, most of the people would not want to go to rural areas, right? And if you have to attract, if this is true, it means that for attracting government servants in rural areas, we need incentives. Without incentives, people would not go to rural areas. If I have the salary, same salary at location A and B, A is a rural one, B is an urban one. If the salary is same, I would stay in an urban area. Why would I go to a rural area? I would not opt for it. मैं क्यों जाके गांव में काम करूंगी? मुझे शहरों में रहना है. I want to live in bigger cities. If you want to attract me, you have to make it lucrative. If you want me to change my base location, you have to make it attractive. And to make it attractive, what do? You give them incentives. One is strong for sure. आया प्रिया समझ? अब second argument देखते हैं. Second says, no sir, you shouldn't give them incentives because there is already incentive. They are already incentivized, not monetarily, but they are incentivized by living in a rural area. They get cheaper housing, they get cheaper transport, they get cheaper products, they get cheaper electricity. They are incentivized like that. The rural areas are healthier, there's lesser pollution. They are incentivized. The life is less complex. They're incentivized. Already incentives mil rahe hain. You don't have to give them more monetary incentives because incentive is already there. So when you ask a person to move to a rural area and he would say, no, I want to live in an urban area, you can remind them that by moving to a rural area, you'll find cheaper houses, you'll find cheaper schools, you'll find cheaper transport, good food, healthy environment, lesser pollution. Would you like to take that? And I would say, yes, why not? Take a bit of my salary and give me that life. I would want to go and stay in a village. That means the judge will pay heed to the second argument also. Both the arguments are strong. Both have intact reasoning. One says it is important. The other says it is not important. Don't compare them. Understood? Now, and when you understand strong and weak arguments, you can actually apply this technique to strengthening and weakening kind questions as well, because you'll be able to eliminate the weak options. You know, they're not strongly put, they don't have reasoning backing, they don't have a proper language written, they're only opinions. You can eliminate those options. This will help you with strengthening and weakening options as well. Now, let's do one more question. And I think before I show you the next question, I think I'm going to take part 2 of this. I think you need more practice. So this is part 1 of it. The next class, whenever that happens, I'll take part 2 of strong and weak arguments as well. Let's do this one. Should luxury hotels be banned in India? Yes, there are places from where international criminals operate. Affluent foreign tourists will have no place to stay. What's your answer? Neither, Sanjay, Adriel, and Priya? Neither, Priya? Adriel, yours? Good job. Absolutely correct. It's neither. It's like saying criminals operate करते तो criminals को तो operate करना नहीं रोक सकते, होटल ही ban कर दो. Dude, if the problem is criminals, you control the criminals. You can't ban luxury hotels altogether. The problem is not hotels if criminals operate there. The problem is a system. The problem is criminals. So we control the criminals instead of banning hotels altogether. Right? It's like, should I stop eating vegetables? And you would say yes, because it has pesticides. Then, dude, we need to control pesticides instead of stopping eating vegetables. Right? So this is going to be weak. The second one, affluent tourist means rich. Rich tourists will have no place to stay. Opinion. They can stay. They can stay in four-star properties. They can stay in dormitories. They can stay in Airbnbs. They can stay in so many places. It is only an opinion कि rich लोग कहाँ जाएंगे अगर आपने luxury hotels ban कर दिए तो भाई बहुत सारी और जगह. They can go at a lot of places. Right? It's going to be more like an opinion. So, Arnold, it's going to be both are weak, my child. Did you get my logic here? Arnold, I think you did not attend the beginning of the class. While I wind up the class, when I do, I want you to watch the video from the beginning. I'm sure, like other people, you will get this question equally correct. I'm very confident of my teaching skills here. So everyone, did you get the basic fundamental of strong and weak arguments? Yeah. So in the next class, I'm going to pick up 5 more questions. I actually bought a lot today, but since there was a lot of discussion happening, I'm not going to be solving a lot today. But before I proceed, did you hit the like button? If you haven't done that, you have to do that right now. It takes up a lot of effort to come create a free class for you and go live. If you don't do that, it's like disrespecting the effort your teachers are putting in. Do that right now. Hit the like button, okay? ठीक है तो लाइव में बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस थी बट वो आज हम करेंगे नहीं एंड मैं आपको एक रिमाइंडर दे देती हूँ रिमाइंडर ये है कि कल मेरी एक फ्री वर्कशॉप है इफ यू समबडी हु इज टारगेटिंग क्लैट 2025 on our YouTube channel and on our app at both the places. I'm going to have a workshop where we're going to be discussing everything about CLAT 2025, how, what, why, every question. It's going to be a very, very interactive workshop. All your questions regarding CLAT 25 will be answered. It goes live both on our YouTube channel as well as on our app at 6 p.m. Don't miss out on that tomorrow. Secondly, we have a free scholarship test happening on 31st of March, 11 a.m. Sit for the scholarship test. win thousands of scholarship, and then register yourself into our programs right away. Do not delay your registration for the scholarship test. Plus, if you're targeting MHCET, our free All India Open mock goes live on 12th April, ends on 21st April. I am sure you want to see where do you stand amongst thousands of other aspirants. Mock lena bhulna mat. Link is there under my video. It's a free mock. Make sure you take it if you're targeting MHCET. Alright? Our new batches for other law entrance exams like MHCET, JML, LB, and a SLAT, and our new batch for CLAT 2025 is live. The way to speak to our counselors is by clicking on the link under my video, one-to-one counseling session. Fill out your details. One member from my counselors team will give you a call on their own and help you out for free with the doubts and queries that you have. So do that right now. Take our free one-to-one counseling session. Our test series for other law entrance exams with many tests for SLAT, JML, LSAT, and other law entrance exams is live. Comes for a very nominal cost. Make the most of it. And make sure you hit the like button. Don't leave without that. Make sure you hit the subscribe button as well. Find our app on Google Play. The link is there under my video. That's going to be all for today, everybody. Link of the video. Let me figure that out. Link of the video. It's not uploaded yet. Okay. It's going to be uploaded. When you open your YouTube tomorrow morning, you'll find it out. Okay. You can attend it on YouTube as well. So I'm going to take a leave now. See you in the classes. Have a very good day. God bless you.